Vicky here with you, and today we're going to make some bookmarks with the wonderful dies that I got from Inloveart. So if you didn't check out the unboxing, you can go and check it out. And I will also be putting in the description box below the link to these products, as well as the a discount code, and you can use that if you want to purchase them. So there's two dies. So one is scalloped and one is just plain. I think with what we're gonna make today, I'm gonna use the scallop one. Now these here, just be careful when you remove them not to hurt yourself. So I've got a pair of pliers somewhere around here. I'm just gonna take my little pliers and remove that little piece and put that in the garbage. And here we go. And I'm not going to remove this one right now because I don't want to lose it, which would probably happen if I removed it. However, I'm going to remove this piece because obviously I don't want to have the bow right now into it. But it would be very pretty right over here. So we're probably going to use the bow, but not right this instant. Oh, I'm going to need the pliers again. Okay, so this is my very old Big Shot. I still need to purchase a new one, but I haven't done it. So I'm gonna fold this cardboard into two pieces because I'm thinking it might be fun to have the, if I want it very strong, my bookmark might be fun to layer the two together. Okay, so then I'm going to put this on top and run this through. Okay, and we've got our bookmark all done. And then there's little pieces here that you can put something like a picture or whatever on it. I'm gonna put this back to back, and you could still put the picture if you want, or something else, or you could just put something on top so that you don't see it. Up to what you want. Now the bow, I'm gonna want to use my small size 6 just because it's so much. This little sidekick is so much smaller and easier to use on a desk. So we'll put this back where it belongs so that we have some room, because otherwise we really don't have much room. Now my little plates for my sidekick are right over here, and they're in a little acrylic cabinet, and I label everything so it's super easy to find them. Okay, so this I've done. Now I want to, let's do the first thing first. Let's glue this together before I forget. I do other stuff and I don't know. And I think I'm gonna glue it with, this, but I'm also gonna glue it with and I don't want to, I'm gonna close the little sections because I'm not gonna be using them. And I'm gonna put as well some glue from my glue stick, just to make it extra strong. So this is just a little piece of twine that I had left over, and I thought because of what I'm making it would be cute, because I thought I was gonna use, I would make the whole thing be a little bit Christmassy. I know we're early, but I thought this could be a fun thing to send along with a Christmas card. You could obviously make this for whichever time of the year that you want, but I had the little dies from Inloveart and I really wanted to use them, so this was the perfect time for it. So let's glue this together. Because there's a little bit of glue, I have a little bit more time. There's gunk here on my table. Let me just clean that off, just to make it easier and to not put gunk on my cardboard. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now it's much stronger because obviously it's doubled. And this is gonna go on top, and you could, I think I'm gonna make it even more, like have more volume by doing it this way. Oops. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna cut this here. And that's gonna be that. And now we're gonna make the little bow that's gonna go right over here. So I'll just attach this to my desk. And let's find a little piece of red paper that's gonna be good for this. Doesn't have to be a big piece because obviously this is not a big thing, so it's perfect. I'm just gonna, and this fits perfectly on this little plate. So run it. And because it's a little bit intricate, I'm gonna run it a few times just to make sure that all the little holes have been done. And I want to have my pokey tool in case there is something that is not totally out. And anyway, I need to poke this off the die because right now it's kind of stuck to the die. Okay, so here we go. Be careful not to rip because obviously it's delicate. You don't want to rip it. But check how cute that is. Isn't that perfect? And then of course I could have put it right on top here. But I'm thinking more around here and then putting a gem in it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And just gonna remove some of the red from the bow because if I don't do that, I'll regret it after. I got a tool for this and I always forget to use it. So I've got this little tool here that you're supposed to just run by, and it's supposed to remove the little leftovers. And it did the job, see? There's only a little bit left here. So not much now to remove, which is awesome. And this one, I don't know, it's stuck here. And I've got one last little one over here. Okay, so we've got all the little red pieces. I should totally use it more often. It's the Spellbinder tool and I just don't think of it. Okay, so put that away and then I can put this die with that, and then I could put that right away, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. So now what I want to do is I want to create a little snowman. And I thought that would be really fun to use as a decoration for this. So that's what we're going to do. So for him, we need a little piece of white. And I've got an envelope here. That's going to do the job. Let's use that. It doesn't matter that it's thin, because anyway it's going to go on top of that other cardboard. So here we go. And we've got the little snowman shape. And then we've got little pieces. So there's a little scarf. I could use the red for the little scarf. Then there's these look like they're his feet. This looks like it's his hat. And then there's little gloves and obviously the little nose. So the little nose is going to go with orange. And I was pretty sure I had tiny little pieces. Yep. See, that's what happens. You keep all those little pieces and you wonder why, but when you need it for something like this, then you've got it. And my little piece of metal didn't go in the garbage when flying on my desk. Okay, so then I can just use this to do the little nose. I don't usually use dies that you need to assemble like that, so it's kind of new to me. I know a lot of people use them for card making. Oh my god, it's so adorable. Check out the little nose. It's so cute. Okay, so he's got his little nose. Oh, he's just going to be adorable. Adorable. Okay, so then I'm going to use... I have something that where I put all my little dies, and that I got as well at Inloveart in their at the time in their section for storage solutions. And I love that you can put like the little pieces like that so that you don't lose them, because otherwise it's just so easy for tiny little pieces to get lost in the shuffle, and then obviously your set is kind of ruined if that happens. Okay, so we've got the little mitts. Basically what needs to happen is for me to figure out what I'm going to use for his hat, because then I can decide the rest of the colors I'm going to use. So doesn't have to be big things, but the hat is a little bit bigger. So let's see. I have this, which could work for the hat, and then it could work for, I could do the little mitts, and I could do the little scarf. And it would fit with the colors of the bookmark, so that's gonna work out, I think. And it's a good piece that otherwise wasn't getting used. Okay, so we've got the little hat, the two little mitts. There are two little tiny mitts, and then the little scarf. Oops. So we're going to put this into the storage. And now we're going to do the actually, I'm going to keep the little orange piece because you never know. We're gonna do the little gift using the red because this way we use a big chunk of it, and it's gonna tie in with the bow, which is gonna go well, I think. So let's see. Oh, I only did half of a gift. That's not that won't work. That's not gonna work. So I need to do this again. Okay, so let's put it over here and do this again. So if you don't have a big shot because they're expensive, you can get easily a little sidekick like this. And there's a lot of dies that you can use in the little sidekick. I believe as well that there's some longer ones, and see, this could fit if you had a longer length of these. I believe it exists. I'm not sure anymore though, so don't take me on my word, but you can go and check it out, and they're much less expensive and they don't take as much room, which obviously can be really amazing. Okay, now I need a tiny bit of black for the two little feet, and I've got this little piece here, which I believe is gonna work. Yes, indeed. Perfect. So I'm gonna put this through, and I don't know why my thing got loose. So okay, so we've got the two little feet. And we're going to be ready to assemble this little guy. And I just need to put this properly in. Okay, so that's in. So then I can remove this. And I can put this back in the little drawer. And put that in its place. Okay, so all done. So now we're just gonna assemble this little guy. So let's start off by putting the nose. So put his little nose on, and then there's the little hat. Whoops, that's way too much glue. I don't know what happened there. Why it's coming so liquidy. Strange. Okay, so maybe I should glue him on here in case there's glue that goes everywhere. I don't want it to be on the bookmark. Okay, so here we go. The little hat. And then the little mitt, from what I can see, you can put them like behind him, like so. So this way, like they're not showing. Let's put his little scarf first. So his little scarf. Put it over here. If I do that, then I won't see the little mitt. this on him. And then I have the two little mitts, which I'm wondering how I want to place them now. I was thinking of putting it here, but if I put it here, well, I could put it there. Just don't see it much because of the big scarf. Obviously, if I did it in a different color, then I would see it more. But I don't think I want to redo, like pull out everything again, so I'll just leave it as is. But you could do that, and this way it would pop a little bit more. Okay, and then there's the two little feet, but that we can glue once he's on there. So, thinking of putting him right over here, or I could put him over here. If I want to. Could do that, and then I could put a sentiment over here, so that might be a good solution. So let's do that. And then got the two little feet. Whoops. Of course, let's make a big mess. This and we could put a little gift or not. I'm thinking I'm not going to use the little gift. Now I have the little bow to place, so I'm just going to put the glue on top. Oops. Okay, so put that over here, and it's gonna, the glue will dry clear, so that won't be a problem. And then I'm just gonna close off my glue before I make a mess. Okay, so there goes the glue. So I'm thinking I want to add an extra little something to him. So let's pull out some stickles and do that on top. So I have all sorts of stickles. I'm going to use this one because it seems to be a similar color, and it's just going to give that added little dimension that I want to him. So here he is. And then for the little bow, I'm going to use some of the bling. Would be good if I use some bling like this that's kind of flat, because if you're doing using this for you know, your, whoa, of course I would put it in the stickles, and you're probably yelling at me because that's exactly what I did. That's why I don't use stickles often anymore, because I always make a big mess out of them. So I'm thinking I like the gold. I'm gonna put the gold, and it fits perfectly in it, and this way it lies flat, so it's perfect. So here we go. And then I could use a sentiment. As I said, I do have some stamps from Inloveart that they sent me with the last set. So there's these. So it could be like a Merry Christmas. Maybe that would work. And how do we do this? Do I do it on that? Because it would be pale enough that you would actually see it. But will it be too much of that color? That's a big question. Well, let's do it and we'll see. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is I'm not going to like it. But this is only a little scrap piece of paper anyway, so it's not a big waste. So sometimes you just have to experiment. And if you wanted to make many of these, it would be good to start ahead of time, like right now. This way you could get them all prepared for when it's Christmas time. Okay, so then I'm just gonna cut around it. And I could put it just like that. And that would be perfect. Of course, you could put it in any color you want. I could have done it on white as well. That might have been pretty. Because he is white. So do I want to try that out? Maybe just in case. Because maybe that's going to be better. Would it fit on this? piece. Not quite. Well, yeah, maybe. So I can just try it there and see which one I like better. And again, no big waste of paper. This is just scrap white envelope that doesn't even have a fun interior that I use to make cards, so no big deal in using it. Well, actually I prefer that, so this is what we're gonna go with. So it was worth trying it and, you know, playing with it. This way we get a better idea of what we like and what we don't like, and, you know, experimenting, it's always good. And you can see how well it's stamped. It's really pretty. So here we go. Here's the little bookmark all finished. I think he's really adorable. Again, I would probably do the mitts in different colors just so that the scarf wouldn't be hiding it so much, but up to you. And I hope that this has inspired you. Let me know what you think. I would love to know. You could obviously do, you know, redo the hat and do another section in another color. That would be an option as well. There's tons of options. It's just up to you to decide what you want to experiment. So go and check out Inloveart. Don't forget that there's a discount code in the description box below. And I love you guys. Stay safe. Bye.